What's going on, friends? Welcome back to The Art of Violence. I just wanted to make a quick prediction here between Nate Diaz and Jake Paul. It's going to be going down here in about, I think, about 4 or 5 hours. There's been so many times I've predicted exactly how a fight's going to go. Even the Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier fight, I predicted pretty clearly how that was going to go. I said if Poirier got baited into a brawl and didn't integrate takedowns with his game plan and didn't stay defensively safe, he was going to get probably knocked out, and that's exactly what happened. There's been many times I've predicted fights exactly correct, so I never made a prediction video. I would have looked like a damn genius, but I didn't. So here it is. Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz, going to be very interesting. I think I'm going to say, first of all, I think Nate Diaz is going to win. I think it's going to be very difficult for Jake to knock him out. This is going to be, I believe it's an 8 to 10 round fight. Whenever there's a 4 count, it's going to be a lot harder to put someone away, especially a Diaz brother. Diaz brothers don't even really get put away in MMA, especially Nate. And so it's going to be very difficult to do it in, it's going to be very difficult to do it in boxing when you have 10 counts. So, I think that's gonna be a little bit too hard. I think for Nate Diaz to get knocked out, I think he's gonna have to go out completely. I don't think there's gonna be a TKO here. Not with the 10 counts. It's just gonna be too difficult. I would give Jake 3 rounds. Jake has a bad habit of throwing everything with 100% power, and there are some benefits to that, but there are also a lot of downsides. Benefits: you catch someone, you knock them out early when you have a lot of energy, they're out. Downsides: after rounds 2 and 3, you're cooked. And especially with a guy like Nate Diaz, who's going to keep the pressure on and who isn't going to, do the dumb mistake that, Anderson Silva and Tommy Fury did. I think even Tyron Woodley, where when Jake is tired, they just let him take the center and come back and gain all of his energy and strength. Nate Diaz could, and would, I believe, pressure him. That's what he does. He's a pressure fighter. He's basically a boxer in MMA. So we'll see if he stayed in shape, if he stayed sharp, if he's adjusted his style well. See how he adapts to, the boxing ring and the boxing gloves. It's going to be interesting. I think Nate probably has a little bit of a better defense. I don't know. Jake's defense did look better in the Tommy Fury fight, but we'll have to see. Jake has a new coach, Shane Mosley. That could be good, could be bad. Sometimes fighters get new coaches and they perform worse. Sometimes they get new coaches, they perform better. So we'll have to see. I think if this fight goes past especially 3 rounds, I do think Nate is just going to take it. I think we could see a late round TKO. I don't see Nate being able to put Jake down, but I think Nate Diaz has more power than people realize. And it's just difficult for me to see Nate Diaz getting knocked out. I honestly think Jake has to catch him within the first or second round. Otherwise, I think Nate's just going to start to take over. As long as Nate stays defensively safe, doesn't let Jake take back the center and regain his energy, I think he could finish him in the later rounds, if not win a decision. If not, and he fights stupidly, he doesn't do what he needs to do, he doesn't have defensive strategies. I think Jake's going to try to clinch him a lot when he gets in trouble. Nate needs to know how to break out of the clinch and damage Jake in the clinch. If he does that, adapts the strategies, I think he'll win. So if Nate fights smart, I think this is his fight. I don't know. He did look a little pudgy at the press conference. We'll see if he's been taking this seriously or not. Otherwise, if it's under 3, I would say probably Jake. If it's over 3, I would probably say Nate by decision or late round TKO. So we'll see. We'll see how right I am. I think this fight's Nate's. If Nate fights well, he'll win. If he doesn't, he's probably going to lose, especially defensively. He cannot underestimate Jake Paul. So we'll see how it goes. My name's Angelo. Until next time.